Hello, my name is Cindy. I'm with Embroidered by Design. I have been doing computerized embroidery for well over 30 years and look forward to teaching you how to become an awesome embroiderer. Over the next few weeks, I will be teaching you step by step how to take a design from the software into your machine and how to hoop to get the best results. Please subscribe to my channel down below so that you don't miss any of my videos. I will be starting out by using Embrilliance Essentials software, where I will teach you how to bring in a design and add lettering so that you would be able to then transfer to your machine. Let's jump into the software and get started. You will go up to File, Open, and then you will look under the folder that you have your design saved in, and you will pull up the design you want to use for this project. In this one, we are going to pull up the design that we're going to be using on the baby onesie romper. So we'll open it up, and this is the little bunny, and then we're going to add a name. So we're going to go up here to the A, and we will click on the A, go down here where it shows ABC, and we will type it, we'll back out of those and then put in the name that we're going to use. And I'm going to be using Elizabeth. And then you pick your font, which I'm using Lime Milk, and pick the size that you want to use. These fonts, I have bought all of my fonts, I believe, on Etsy. And I'll be showing another video on how to download the fonts onto your machine, onto your software. I do use, in order to use it in this software, you have to buy BX fonts. So if you want to learn more about that, stay tuned, and I'll be showing that in a couple of weeks. So I pulled in my font, and now I'm going to pull it in just a little bit because it's just a little bit too wide for where I'm going to put it. So I'm just pushing it in a little bit, a little more. And then you take this little dot and you just kind of turn it to the angle that you want. And then you just move it over. And I think that looks good. Maybe angle it just a little bit more this way, like that. If you want to change the color of the thread, all you would do is you would click on that and then go over here where it says color. It says color, letters, and stitch. So we want to go to colors, and it's showing it in the light blue, and we're going to double click that, and it brings up this color window. And let's just say we want to make it pink. So you go find your pink. Just drag it up, and let's say we're going to do it this color pink. Okay, you just click on that, and then you hit OK. And there you have it. And this one is an applique. So then when you're done with that, then you will go up to File, and then go to Save Stitch File As, and then you'll go to whatever folder you want to save it in. I make folders for everything. So I would go to Embroidery Orders. Let's just say this is an order, and I would go to Embroidery Orders. This is 2023, so I name my folders based on the year, and I double click it, and then I'm going to save this as Elizabeth Bunny Applique, and make sure it's whatever file format that you need. Mine's PES, so I'm going to save it in PES, and then hit save. And because I already had it saved, it's asked me if I want to save it again, so I'm going to hit yes. Okay, now we will go in and pull up another design that'll be going on our kid's shirt, and that is, so I'm going to go in, hit open, and then we'll go to our folder that we have it saved in, and this is the design I'm going to pull up. It says Hello First Grade, and then you just want to make sure that the design is not too big for what your hoop is. So I pulled in the size because when you buy a design on Etsy, usually it comes with different formats and different sizes. So I pulled in the size that I needed for this particular item. So I have the 5x7 hoop, and so I'm going to use this size, which is 3.5 by 6 inches by 6.78 inches. Okay, and I'm not adding any lettering to this one, so it'll be just like this. So then I'll just go to File, Save As, Save Stitch File As, and then you're going to, like I have it in 2023, and then I'm going to just save it as Hello First Grade, and then make sure it's in the format that you need, and then hit save. Okay, and the next one, we're just going to draw up a 3-letter monogram. So we're going to go to File, and we're just going to click on New Page because we're just using lettering, not adding a design. So then you'll click on A, big A at the top, and then we're going to go over here, and my letters that I'm going to use is E, D, well, we'll do them separately because we want the, well, we'll do the first and the last part in the same, just skip over a few spaces. So it'll be E, and then her middle name is Sinclair. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to go find our font that we want to use for this. So we're going to go down, let me find a 3-letter monogram. I have lots of fonts because I have purchased them on Etsy. So we're going to use this one. And on this particular one, you need to make sure you measure how big the middle letter has to be so that you make it the size. So I show it to be 2 inches for the middle letter. So the biggest I want to do is 2 inches for my middle letter. So the outside letters would need to be about 1.5. So we're going to do 1.5. So here's 1.5. Okay. And now we can just spread them apart a little bit by pulling on this little green, the little green box in the middle of the letter. Just pull one out so that you can put your middle letter, which is the last name, and then just kind of scoot it over to the middle. Okay, now we're going to click on this little A again, and we're going to pull up a 2-inch D, which is the last name. So now we're going to go to 2-inch, and that's the middle letter. So we're going to pull these down just a little so they look normal. And then I'm going to spread the D out just a little bit because I like it to be a little bit fatter, but you can do it however you want. Okay, and I also want to put the D to sew first. So I'm going to click over here on this D, and I'm just going to push it up. Well, okay. Okay, so what you have to do to move it up is you just click on the letter and then hit the right side button, and then it says move to earlier. So we want to move it to earlier, or move it to first. So now the D is going to sew first, and then these will sew next, like so, which is the way I prefer. Okay, if you want to spread it out just a little bit more, you can. That's totally up to you. Like so. Maybe just a tad more on this side. Okay. And then highlight over all of it. Make sure it's all in the center. I just use my up and down keys, side to side keys to get it where I want it. I want it to be on the crosshairs centered. So this way and this way. Okay? And now we are just going to go over here and we're going to hit save as, save stitch file as, and then of course I put everything that's for this year for my customers in 2023. So I'll just name this one EDS on dress. Okay, and then make sure you save it in the file format that your machine uses, and then hit save. And that's it. So I just showed you how to take a design from your computer into your software and add lettering. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel below. Next week we will be going over how to hoop and what you need to get started. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.